Hey guys, and welcome back to an episode of Off the Shelf. I'm Time HD, and this week we found Off the Shelf was...
And so it begins.
Welcome to the fantastic world of Mr. Fox.
Woo! Should we dance?
Woo! His life is fantastic.
Pure wild animal craziness.
His wife is fantastic.
If what I think is happening, it better not be.
It's all about fantastic.
You really are fantastic.
I try.
Fantastic Mr. Fox.
The Fantastic Mr. Fox. A Wes Anderson film directed by him, screenplay by Wes Anderson and also Noah Baumbach. Okay, based on the book of Roald Dahl, now starring George Clooney, Meryl Streep, Jason Schwartzman, Bill Murray, Willem Dafoe, and also featuring a cameo by Owen Wilson. Oh, I can't believe I got that in the first try. But this film is obviously a comedy, a bit of a drama. It's a family film. It's stop motion animated. And it's, of course, got that trademark Wes Anderson dry humor and wit. It's really fun, funny, really entertaining. And overall, this film is just really good. It was also nominated for Best Animated Feature and Best Original Score in 2009. Unfortunately, it did not win any of those awards, but it was nominated. And overall, it was also just really, really good. Like, the detail too. Before I get into, the story and the characters, which I also really liked, which I'll get into in a bit, but the animation was just so well done, and to me it's crazy. I did some research. It seems like, maybe correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like they did a lot of the animation only in, a single year. It maybe only took them a year, or even maybe, not even a year, just barely a year, to do all the animation. And that kind of, really shocked me because of how well animated it is and how many intricate details there are, how, just little details. Sometimes, just, the way, because obviously they're animals, right? The main characters are animals, so, I don't know how to describe it. It's just so many little things, when there's a fire, all the individual little cotton swabs going in the air, and how each the fire changes so it looks like it's moving, right? They move it around a little bit so it's flickering. It's just it's painstaking detail, right? That probably not a lot of people would notice. There's so many details in here that I probably didn't notice, but they did it just to just add that bit to make it all the more believable, because I got sucked into this film. When I watched this movie, I didn't see puppets. I saw foxes. I saw moles. I saw possums. I didn't see just stop motion puppets that are being animated. I saw characters, and I saw them. They were super animated, and even though they were still jittery because it's stop motion, they felt alive, right? All the characters felt like they had soul in them, right? They had some kind of features, and it was just so well done, you know what I mean? And even the backgrounds too. There was all the sets that they built, some a lot of them differed in size. There's the tree. I saw one, it was massive. They did a massive tree set where it reached up to the ceiling, and it's just so many really, really, really cool animation tricks that I also probably didn't notice. And it's just so good. I am such a fan of stop motion. I think it's a really underrated form of animation. And it's just, it's timeless, truly, in my opinion. I think stop motion is animation in general, to me, is just completely timeless. 2D and stop motion to me. I feel 3D animation will always kind of age badly if it's not stylistic, because, especially, realistic animation, because obviously you'll look back 10 years ago and it's oh, that looked like shit. Our realistic 3D animation looks so much better now. And 10 years from then you'll be oh, that animation looks like shit. Ours looks better now, and so on. That's my problem. Even though 3D animation looks good, I do think it's my least favorite animation form, because it'll always age badly, right? And it could even age badly a year later after it comes out. You never know. But 2D and stop motion animation, to me, I think are truly timeless. They can never look age. They can never age badly. They always look good. And if they age badly, maybe it's not even a problem with the animation. Maybe it's the negative problems with the release. Overall, animation is a very, very good form of telling a story. I love animation. It's been one of my favorites. And this film just expresses of why I love animation and stop motion so much, because it's just so, I don't know what I'm saying, it's so characterized, it's so soulful, it's so filled with heart. You know what I mean? It's alive. It feels like you're being thrusted into this 1970s alternate reality where animals are intelligent and they wear suits and they're anthropomorphic and they talk to each other. They speak English. They know about ancient Rome and they know Latin. They have Latin names. It's and they have little mini cars and little mini bikes. They have mini versions of human stuff, and it's just really, really, really interesting. And now getting into now talking about characterization and alive, let's talk about the characters. Now, obviously, this film, being a Wes Anderson film, the characters are all great, right? They're all super fun, entertaining, and just really fun to watch characters, because obviously the wit of a Wes Anderson film is really untouched. I really think his films have a certain vibe to them not nobody else has. His films are truly unique, and all the ones that I've seen have been spectacular. This is no different. And writing wise, amazing. The themes of denial and the themes of I remember there was themes of trying to, so the whole idea of the theme of the film is Mr. Fox is trying to, it's kind of like a stereotype of the 1970s, right? He thinks he needs to provide for his family. He needs to, be strong. So he used to be a thief, right? Because he's a fox with his wife. And after they got trapped one time, she said she was pregnant, and he turned his life around. He had a little segment on the newspaper that nobody read, and he had a normal life. But then they moved into a tree on a hill, and they were by a bunch of farmers on their farms. And he's like, I gotta do this. Goes back to his old ways, and he starts thieving and stealing their shit. But it pisses them off. They blow up the mountain, kill a lot of animals, and it causes a big rift in the neighborhood, right? And they all have to live underground to avoid the farmers. And they kind of get into a big war, pretty much, with the farmers, because they're fucking crazy. Well, at least the main one is crazy and just wants to kill them. And he wears Mr. Fox's tail as a fucking necktie. And it's just the themes of he wants to provide for his family, but he's kind of in denial in the fact that he also in denial, another fact they don't want to, denial of them being wild animals. That fact is also there. I don't know. I'm not that engrossed. I didn't really get too deep into the themes. Obviously, I think there are better sources you can cite for the themes of the film. I will say they are there, and they are very interesting. And also, I forgot, what was the moral? Pride. That's what I remember. He put his pride above his family, and then at the end of the film, he realized that he needed to put his family over his pride, right? Because he wanted to be the big thief again. He wanted to be that, but it was all because he was thinking more about himself than he was thinking more about his family. And the whole theme, moral of the film is, put aside your ego for your loved ones. Not ego, your pride. Put aside your pride for your family, for your loved ones. For the people that are close to you. Don't listen to your ego. I think that's the moral from what I could tell. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that was the main moral of the film. And I think it was executed really well. And it's just I was really engaged. I was really into it, right? I was really just engrossed in the characters, the world, the writing, the comedy. It was all so well executed, and I just can't wait to watch more Wes Anderson films, because I know they're all gonna hit. From what I've seen, not a single miss. This is not a miss. This is a massive hit. It is probably one of, I think it's in my top 3 Wes Anderson films, probably in my top 3. I don't know where it would go in the top 3, but it's up there. But overall, I know I've been yapping a lot today. I've been yapping my jaw, but overall, I would absolutely recommend this film. And I mean, even like if you just want like maybe a group of friends, your family, anybody, this is really a film that could appeal to anybody. I would absolutely recommend it for any group of people, like a friend, somebody that just wants to watch it on their own for fun, so like a family, anybody can get enjoyment out of it. Absolutely recommend it. And with that being said, I think I'd I rate it, apologies, I think I'd rate it an 8 out of 10. Very enjoyable, highly recommend it. And yeah, I've been Runtime HD. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. Hope you liked it. Share with friends, subscribe to notifications on, comment below to make sure you liked it. And I've been Runtime HD. Off to go steal some chickens, and some ducks, and some alcoholic cider. And then burrow in a hole, and then live in the sewer, and then steal from a supermarket. That's my life, yeah. So if you watch the movie, you'd get it.